Like I say every week, it's all about the water. I've never drunk so much water in my life. I can just see rivers flowing through me now. Hang on a minute, are those scales broken? Hello everyone, and welcome back to another week on Mounjaro. Yes, this will be my 5th week. I'm pretty sure it's my 5th week. Yes, it is my 5th week. It's been really good so far, the last 4 weeks. I've consistently lost weight, so that is brilliant. First week, £10, then £1, then £3, then £4. So I don't know what to expect this week. Maybe another £3 will be nice. Maybe it'll only be £1. Who knows? But we will get to the weigh-in in a little bit. So how has the week been? It's been pretty average, really. There's nothing to shout about. I've stuck to the diet. I've stuck to Nutricheck. So I've kept between my 1,800 and 2,000 calories. I think one day I did go over like 2,150 or something. But I mean, according to Nutricheck, I'm supposed to be having 3,500 calories. Just by taking 500 calories off that, really they're saying that I should still have about 2,700 calories a day or more. But I'm taking about 1,000 off. So I'm happy with that. I can easily manage 1,800 to 2,000 calories a day. I think yesterday I only tipped in at 1,784, something like that. So it was just under the 1,800. Fibre, still hitting the 30-gram fibre. 34 grams of fibre a couple of days ago, so that was pretty good. I have been regular this week, which I'm really pleased with, because you hear a lot about people on this journey having problems and not being able to empty themselves. We'll get to that in a minute, because I've got to talk to you about something else. As for protein, sticking with the 150 grams ish protein a day, so that's perfectly fine. I've been upping my walking. In fact, I've just come back about 15 minutes ago from a nice walk around Curzon Abbey again. So I think I did about, how many steps did I do on that? Let's have a look. 4,167 steps, so 3.45 kilometres. So I'd say that's about 2 miles. So I walked 2 miles around that park, so that's pretty good. Wasn't out of breath as much as I was that first time that I went. I was puffing a little bit the first time I went, but very manageable this time. And that's something that I've noticed the last couple of weeks, that I'm breathless less. So I can go out for a nice walk, even up the pace, and if I stop, I'm not doing that. So that's all good. I hope at one point I can actually get back to doing some swimming, because I used to love doing swimming. Back, got to be about 10 years ago, when I used to do 10 to 10 shifts, and I would go to a really nice kind of like country house that had swimming pool and a gym and everything. It was called Eastwell Manor. I think it's been taken over now by Champneys. But I used to go there and do like 100 lengths of swimming before going into work. So that was really nice. So I hope to do that. Probably won't be able to go back there again. It'll probably be too expensive. But I'll have to look at options. There's always the local pool. But yeah, everything's been okay this week. Everything has been perfectly fine. I have received my colonoscopy pack through the post. All the paperwork telling you what you can eat, what you can't eat, and all that kind of stuff. Plus also the powders, which for the prep is not going to be pleasant, because I've watched a few YouTube videos, and yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I spoke with the nurse last night, the anaesthetist nurse. I was on the phone with her for about half an hour, just kind of like a prep, a week before the actual procedure. And she was telling me this and telling me that. And I mentioned to her about warfarin. She said, don't stop warfarin, you're perfectly fine with carrying on with that, the blood thinner. And then I mentioned Mounjaro, because I have read that some people have had to stop it and people that didn't stop it have had to reschedule their colonoscopy because they weren't completely cleared out, you know, because it slows the digestion and everything. She said as long as it's 7 days. So I'll take my jab today, and then in a week's time I won't take the next jab because it'll be Friday, and then I'll just delay it until Sunday night when I come home. So it's only an extra 2 days. I have to stop taking fibre next Wednesday, 4 days before. So I've got to go onto a low fibre diet, and I've got to eat white stuff, white bread, white rice, chicken, broth, soup. Can have certain things. I've got to sort of like start to get my body ready and get everything out. Yes, Elvis is leaving the building. I thought I would have to start that a little bit later, but she says Wednesday, so I'm going to have Thursday and Friday, and then come Saturday, I have to stop eating at about midday, and then that's it. I can't eat again for 29 hours because my colonoscopy is 3:45 on Sunday night, so I'm not going to be out of there probably until about 6 o'clock, maybe. Yeah, about 6 o'clock or so, 6 or 7. So it's just as well I'm on the Mounjaro, because, you know, it's helping you not feel so hungry, because normally 29 hours without Mounjaro would be a nightmare. I don't think I could do it. I can have fluids on the Saturday afternoon. I can have light. I think I can have light soup. I'll have to reread the pack. But then it's light fluids and stuff like that, and just keep drinking. And then Saturday evening around about 6 o'clock, I've got to take Prep 1. Yeah, which actually is lemon flavoured, but I don't know if that helps. So I can imagine myself dashing back and forth to the toilet a few times Saturday evening, and then I take the second part of the prep 10 o'clock Sunday morning, and that's to clear the rest out, and then hopefully a couple of hours before I leave I should be okay. So yeah, it's something I've never experienced before, and I've watched some YouTube videos, I've read some stuff, a few people have sent me some messages telling me about it, and it's one of those things that we do that is not very pleasant but needs to be done. So I will do that anyway, and as soon as I come back, I can't scoff my face. In the old days, I just want to scoff my face, but I might not even be hungry when I come out, even after 29 hours. But I'm still going to maintain it and still keep it really low. Maybe put some chicken in the fridge or something, and yeah, and not go too crazy on the Sunday night when I come back, and then Monday I'll just start as normal. Yeah, so there we go. So that's what's coming up in the next week. I might even do a video of me prepping the fluids and drinking it. I don't know if anybody wants to see that. It might make a hilarious video. Stick it down in the comments if you want to see that. Not me rushing to the toilet, but if you want to see me prepping the powder with water and then trying to drink it, and then we'll call it a taste test. Yeah, let me know down below. But that's coming up next week anyway. So yeah, everything's as normal at the moment, and no hiccups, no side effects this week. Maybe apart from 1 or 2 mild headaches, which I just got rid of with some paracetamol. Yeah, so side effects have been pretty much 0. There we go. Okay, so we're down another week. It's nearly the 1st of September. It's coming up on the 1st of September. We'll soon know the prices that all these companies are going up to. There's no firm prices at the moment. There's lots of speculation. A lot of companies are now out of stock, especially on the 5s, 7.5, 10s, 12.5s and the 15s. I get mine from Asda. The 2.5s are still in stock for new and existing members. I did put an order in for another one with Asda a week ago. Last Friday, it's still not been processed. I did get an email saying that because of the amount of people that are requesting stuff, it's going to be between the 22nd and the 28th of August. Thankfully, I've got a couple of weeks left on one pen, so I'm not scrambling around trying to grab one. So I've got enough to be getting on with while they sort that out. And then once 1st of September's done, I think we'll be all right. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me. It might just be me. These companies that are saying they're out of stock. I don't know, maybe if, because I've heard people talking about it, that they're just slapping out of stock on their websites and then they're just holding everything back until 1st of September. Then they'll put them back on sale. It could just be me, I don't know, but I've got a funny feeling that that might be happening. Yeah, but then again, there's a few companies that are letting people order 3 or 4 pens at a time, so I don't know. It might just be me and my my weird imagination. Anyway, you're here for a weigh-in. We better get one done, because I'm actually kind of anxious to find out what this week's weight loss is going to be. So I do feel a little bit slimmer. I've actually ordered a new pair of jeans and a new belt as well, which should be here hopefully tomorrow. Anyway, let's grab the scales, let's get on them, let's weigh myself, and let's see what's happening this week. Okay, so last week, oh no, the dreaded plateau. Yeah, last week I was 27.6. This week I'm 27.6. Okay. No weight loss. I suppose it was going to happen sooner or later. You will get these like plateaus, and you know, being a member of a lot of these Facebook groups, I have read people commenting that they haven't lost anything, and even a few people have put some stuff on, put some weight on. I know I've lost with inches, definitely lost with inches. So maybe it's just one of those weeks where your body's adapting and trying to get used to it. Because I've had 4 continuous weeks of weight loss. So you're going to get these weeks every now and again. I'm not upset. I'm a little disappointed, but I'm not upset. Because these things do sort themselves, that they right themselves. So I'm hoping that I'll at least, you know, lose a couple more pounds next week. I'll definitely lose a couple of pounds next week. Definitely, I can guarantee it. Especially if I'm eating like no fibre and just barely eating for 3 or 4 days before this colonoscopy. I'll definitely lose weight. So yeah, maybe it'll be like a stone. Who knows? Anyway, it is what it is. So I'm still happy on this Mounjaro weight loss journey. And back in the day, if this would have happened when I was on Weight Watchers or trying to do it just on my own, and I had a 0 weight loss, what do you do when you're depressed and you're upset and you're miffed off? You go find a packet of crisps or a chocolate bar and binge, don't you? Yeah. You know, you'll be like, what's the point? Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. So, yeah, we're going to sort out today's dinner later on. And just carry on as normal and see what happens next week. Fantastic. So there we go. So that is this week's video. A little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. because there wasn't really much to talk about because there hasn't been many hurdles this week. Yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about what's happening with the prep and the colonoscopy. Next week's video, I normally do these videos on a Friday. There'll be no injection next Friday, so I might wait until the Sunday to do the next video. I might do the weigh-in on the Sunday as well when I come back, rather than doing it on the Friday. Yeah, I'll do it on the Sunday, so it'll be a little bit longer. Yeah. Anyway, and I can tell you all about what happened at the hospital and everything and how it went. Okie dokie. So, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like it by giving it some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share. See you on the next video very soon. Probably the next Mounjaro video. Well, it won't really be Mounjaro, but it'll be kind of, I don't know what it'll be actually. It'll probably be my prep. It'll probably be the prep for the colonoscopy, so it'll be a separate video unrelated to Mounjaro. Anyway, you'll see that next week. Till the next one, bye bye.